This is Recanto da Alvorada map by Connect Modding Group. It's 262.19 megabytes to download. I'll just read a little bit of the description there. So the first bit says the Recanto da Alvorada map is a Brazilian map based in the state of Minas Gerais. Probably murdered that. Packed and packed, you have just arrived in this quiet town in Minas Gerais, a promising place for new business. Be the new farmer of this region and be part of the history of Minas Gerais. And when you need to, relax with a good cup of coffee. So the map says it's got 79 fields from small to large, where 71 of them have missions. Work with the new coffee culture and sell your production or process it to obtain roasted coffee. Yes, this map does have coffee. Little bit there about sell points, nothing major really. It says there on your new farm you have at your disposal a house to sleep in, a shed to store your machinery, a water tank and a fuel station. There is no snow on this map because the winter in this region is only cold and dry. And then at the bottom it says most companies close their doors at the end of the day. Stay tuned and then have fun. Now what I will say is you will be needing, if you want to do the coffee on this map, and to be honest with you, why would you not want to, you'll need one of these Jacto pieces of equipment which came out on the same day, and that is going to be this Jacto K3500, which is the coffee harvester. So it says right at the bottom there in the description, info in bold letters, it says only for coffee harvesting. So any of the things in game you cannot use, so you'll definitely need that to harvest your coffee. We'll go through planting them and everything in the map. So yeah, let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all three modes. We have literally just arrived at the coach depot. Now I've left the help menu on because if I come down so you can see it better, straight away I noticed it said collect there. Click L3 for me, and I was thinking, ooh, we right on top of a collectible. I was spinning round, we got our bag there's a hat there, and I'm thinking, wonder if that hat is a collectible. So L3, yes indeed it is. So there are hats hidden all over the map. Take this challenge and find them all. You have found one of Jacto's hats. There is still more than, well, there is still more, 20. Doesn't really make sense. So there's 21 collectibles to be found on this map, and they are all hats, which is very cool. This is the map, guys. Pretty cool. I like this map, gotta say. It looks good, it feels good, and what I like as well is a lot of the Brazilian maps we have had in the past have had really huge fields, and this has got a mixture of everything, so that's pretty smart. So if you're not into doing really huge fields, this could be right up your street. I am in new farmer mode. In new farmer mode, all we start off with is this plot down here. It comes as one plot, and that is valued at 831,772. As it says in the description, we've got a farmhouse, we've got a water point, a fuel tank, and then we've got a shed where our equipment is. We don't start off with a lot of equipment. What we'll do is we'll just do this little tour here. We'll go down to the farm, we'll go through slot counts, machinery and things like that as well, and any modded in things like I do normally. So we'll do that bit. Few sell points dotted around, like it says. There's not a lot of production chains on here. What I will say is all of them, I think, apart from the grape processing unit, which is there, have been sort of modded in for this map. So we've got modded buildings, and they are a little bit pricey to buy. The grape processing unit is pretty reasonable. Can't remember what it is in the base game, but it's 80 grand I think on here. But we'll check out the others as we go round. They are a little bit up there for prices to buy. Field prices vary, as you can imagine. I think 47 was the most expensive, 795,432, which isn't too bad to be honest with you. And I think 15 was the cheapest, 51,000 just over. There is fields that aren't numbered, so up here these are a lot of sugar cane fields. If I click off that, because we do have the sugar cane processing mill thing there, sale point, so it makes sense to have a lot of sugar cane around that mill. That's the only place you can sell the sugar cane. There's little bits of forestry here and there and open lands with trees on that you can buy, like so. So some of it is a bit pricey, 1 million for that. And some of these little areas to buy as well are a little bit, where are we? There was one here earlier. 480,000 for that little plot there. Yeah, a little bit pricey, but we'll have a whiz round and we'll check it out. It's a pretty cool map though, I do like it. Crop types, if we go across one, as you can see, we do have coffee beans here. There is none on the map currently, so you will need to place them down. We'll go through that in a second. Don't really need to show you anything there. There is, like I said earlier, 21 collectibles. On the bottom right there, we have collected one. We haven't got any production chains just yet. Doesn't show any contracts there, but there is contracts on here. When I came on earlier to have a little snoop about, it was showing a few on there. We don't have any animals either, like so. If we go into the sale point prices and we scroll all the way down, you can see the two new crop types. So we've got coffee beans, which you're going to get when you harvest your coffee, so you can sell them off, or you can further them on in the chain at the coffee factory to produce roasted coffee and then sell them off. But to be honest with you, I think the prices are better just for the coffee beans by the look of it. That may change, obviously, as more and sort of play the game. The crop calendar, again, a bit like the map we had yesterday, the coffee beans are going along the lines of the olives, so you can plant them between March and June, and there's only one window of opportunity to harvest it, and that is in October. So obviously that is if you're playing with seasons. If you're not, you can plant whenever you want. So that is pretty much it for the map. You can buy the areas where there's productions on and sale points. That is 2.5 million though. Some of the factories, so this area, this is the coffee factory, I can't click on that to buy that, but if you buy the actual unit itself as a production chain, that then highlights that area up blue to show that you do own that. So that's pretty smart. I think that's pretty much it for there. Obviously there's no animals yet on here. There's also no BGA, but we will whiz round. So what we're going to do is we are going to run around over there, because we've got the shop just over there. Some very cool textures on here. I love this pavement sidewalk texture. A little detail on the bins. There is also a very cool coffee bean statue in the middle here. People walking around, traffic, and it's very mixed, this map. You're driving around sometimes and you really do get that South American, Brazilian vibe, and then all of a sudden you go somewhere else and you're thinking, oh, it just feels like a normal map. It's quite cool what they do, or they've done. So as you can see, we have got a Jackto dealer, so all that equipment that came out today, the same day as this map, is going to fit pretty well on here. You don't have to use it if you want, but definitely need to use the harvester if you want to do the coffee. So we're at Guimaq shop dealership. Got a shop menu just in here, like so. You can walk all the way through into all these areas. It's nicely detailed, of course. Loads of coffee about, leaflets. You can go upstairs, there's more offices, etc. You can go in round the back, which is where the workshop trigger is, but we will check that out round this side. I'm going to lease a pickup and we'll go round in that, because we do start off with only 2 tractors. So your workshop trigger is, you can park out here, but you can drive in if you want. It extends right out up to these benches, and obviously there for your customization or your repair. So let's get ourselves a pickup. Now it does say in the mod hub description that if you're not happy with the prices here, at this dealership. Just across the road there you've got Lizard Workshop, but the prices are exactly the same. I did test it. I was thinking, oh, maybe there is a little bit of competition across the road, but the prices are exactly the same. I am going to get rid of that help menu. I do apologise for that. Right, let's head on out. I love the textures of the road, all the sort of mud and dirt scuffed across them, which you would get in real life. Very nicely done. So just across here, this is only another workshop area. You can drive up the ramp if you want, which is pretty cool. Then you come down like so. But the trigger is all the way along there, look, up to the wall. So pretty vast area. Your reset point is back over the other side of the road at the main dealership. I forgot to mention that. So that is Lizard Workshop, and then straight across the road, the arrow is pointing to the right, so we will go in that way. Very huge areas, some of these sell points, but they've been very well done. It makes it feel like a real place. I didn't really need to drive all the way down here because it's just in here. I'm assuming you can use both of those because the tipping icon is right bang in the middle. But this is grain storage 3. So there is 3 of those on the map as sell points. We will go up this way. Like I say, we'll just get this area done and dusted out of the way, and then we will go down to the main farm. Just here is the bakery. So usual sort of thing would happen. You'd own it as a production chain, tip in your things, your flour will appear there. But look at this price for this. 250 grand for the bakery. Pretty sure it's only something like 60 base game. But I think you are going to make your money pretty quick on this map. And then next on our right, now when it says in the description about some places closing, I did skip forward right until 11 AM and the gates still didn't open for this place, so you probably will have to open them. But obviously once they are open, they are open. This is the coffee factory, so if you want to further on your coffee, you can bring it here and produce the coffee, roasted coffee, sorry. You can open this lid, which is pretty cool. I like that. So you tip in your beans there. You can go inside all of this building. Got a sliding door here, goes all round. You've got the little doors like that. This door opens, this door opens. So obviously you will get pallets of roasted coffee, because I was thinking how do you get them, but obviously they will appear as pallets. This is the buy the production, 437,000 for that. So again, pretty steep, but you know, it gives you something to work to. And I will go through when we get down to the main farm about a couple of other things, like the coffee beans, what takes them, etc. like that. Just here we have, this is the supermarket sell point, so you tip in there. This takes quite a few things, so quite a handy sell point. And then this is the great processing unit, which looks exactly the same as you would base game building. Like I say, this is the only one that's sort of reasonably priced. So usual setup, if you're familiar with it, 80 grand for that one. And now we are going to head down to the main farm. If you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with anything, no equipment or land. All the buildings are here on this main farm, and the water tank, etc. like that, but the triggers will not appear until you buy this land, so just something to note there. I will park up and stop there. First of all, over here we have a water tower or water tank where you can get water from. Now that will cost you to get water from there, but right behind us is this. Back your trailer in there. I tested it, it does work. Free water right on your doorstep. Sell that for £2.5 grand. Job done. We've got a very cool farmhouse modded in just here. We've got our wardrobe trigger just there. As you can see, I'm rocking the Kubota equipment. This is the only door we can go in. We've got a sleep trigger just there. Very cool. As you can see, plenty of coffee about again on the map. Look, coffee pots everywhere. Over this side, this is a fuel tank, medium petrol tank. You can fill this up to 10,000 litres, and then round this side you can take it back out, fill up your machinery with it. There's a couple of bits of our equipment. You don't start off with a lot. I'll go through it in a second. And we have this cool shed. Open that up. More equipment in here, like so. There is lights over here on that pillar. So if I spin around, there we go. Pretty nice. And then we've another door so you can drive through. That is it. That is all you start off with. So there you go. Now in new farmer mode, the slot count is 749, and we start off with this equipment. So you've just seen it. We've got the Boer tractor. It's all base game equipment. Medium tractor's got Massey Ferguson 3670. Got the Deutschfahrt topliner harvester, Valga trailer, header for your harvester. We've got a disc harrow, planter, so it's all small equipment, and a 10 Winkle 600 kilogram weight. Now the Boer and trailer are in dire need of repair. If we go into this menu, as you can see, both of them are on 0%, so you need to whip them up to either Lizard Motors or the main dealership to get them sorted out, or unless you want to put a workshop trigger down here, it's up to you. So that is it for your machinery in new farmer mode. If you sell off all of that equipment I've just showed you, you can get the slot count down to 676. But you can also sell off everything here, all the buildings, fuel tank, farmhouse, water tank, and you can get the slot count down to 650. So pretty good. And this opens this area right up, so you could do your own thing here if you wanted to. Like I said, farm manage and start from scratch. You don't start off with any equipment or land, but these buildings are here. The slot count is 676 for that. We do have a couple of modded in things. It is just in sheds. We've got the shed we've just been inside, which is there. As you can see, exactly the same. Like so. In container, we do have the medium petrol tank, which is over there in the background, and also the water tank on the end there. And then in farmhouses, we have the farmhouse, like so, which is obviously over there. And then in orchards, this is pretty cool. Where are we? Production, orchards, we have the coffee trees. So I was wondering how you plant the coffee, but you put them down like you would grapes and olives. Now it's going to flag up, look, we don't or can't plant these because we're in August, so I have seasons on, but I'm just going to show you. So that is what they will look like. Same thing, you can swing them around, extend them, like so. $130 per sort of one bit, which isn't too bad, on the same as the olives. That is what they are going to look like, guys. It's very cool. So you will need to look after them like you would grapes and olives, I should imagine. And that brings me on to trailers first. If you watch the icons down the bottom, we do have the modded in coffee beans icon there. So all your trailers will take them, as will all buckets for front loaders, telehandlers, wheel loaders, etc. There you go. So you don't need a planter because obviously you just go for that. And that harvester, I did load it into the map. That is actually under harvesters. If we scroll right to the very end, 306,000 to buy. Obviously you can lease it as well if you want to, but that is gonna harvest your coffee beans. I'm trying to say. Pretty cool looking bit of kit though. We also do have Brazilian number plates on here, which is pretty smart with the little Brazil flag there. So yeah, you're definitely going to need one of these guys if you are going to go down the coffee route. I forgot to show you the painting textures. There is a few added in. We've got animal mud, asphalt again, like a cobble effect, concrete, another concrete, couple of dirts, forest ground, grass, gravel, and another dirt at the end. And that, guys, I think is it. Let's get going. So we are going to head on out of here. Just going to nip across this grass area and join up with this track. Because our first port of call is going to be this sawmill. As you can see, there's no sort of grass edge separating the road from the fields. It is all literally straight in, but you can see they're still decent sized fields. Quite cool. I like it. I like the entrance to the sawmill here. It's all been done out of logs. Obviously similar sort of idea. Sell your wood there. Around the back we've got the wood chip byproduct output thingy-majiggy. Got a little bit of shed space here. Then just inside is where we can buy the sawmill. Again, very pricey, 520 grand. So that is your sawmill. Heading on out. I think we've got to go that way actually. Let's just double check. I'll show you where we've been actually. So we did start off at the shop. We run out of the coach depot, round into the shop, cross into Lizard, this place, up there, did the bakery, coffee, supermarket, grape, all the way down this track. We did the farm. I nipped across there, down into the sawmill. Yeah, so we need to go along here, jump on this main road, check out those two, and then we come back on ourselves and come up this side. It is probably the best route, but it is very nice and scenic. Look, so it's like this sort of bit here, with all the trees, it doesn't feel South American, but then all of a sudden in a minute you'll be in an area where you're like, oh yeah, this is very tropical feeling. Really nice water area there with the bulrushes growing up through. That's very cool. Like I say, I do like the sort of red dirt textures on these Brazilian maps. They are pretty cool. Just in this one we will take the right hand side. This is the cooperative, which is a sale point. This is going to take things like grapes, olives, eggs and things like that. So just there, again, a huge building and area been sort of brought to life. And then we will stay this side of the road and go in this way. There is some sort of almost look like way stations, but I can't see any scales, but you can drive up into them if you want. This is grain storage 1, so this is another sell point for your grains. That is just in here, like so. Again, nice big air. Whoa, there's a bit of a bump there. We took some air there. Awesome. Right, now we're going to get back on this main road and head on up. We do have a police station just up here. There's not actually any police cars here, which is a bit of a shame, because I think that would be very cool to have some modded in police cars for a bit of role play for console. I know PC players have got them. But there we go. I'm not going to attempt to say that. I did put that in Google Translate and it translated back as highway patrol from Portuguese. So you can actually buy that plot as well if you want to, but it's 388,000. There's not really much going on there. Yeah, so we're going to head on up. We're going to do the animal dealer, and then we'll head on up to this way, and we'll go like that, and we'll finish off at the sugar cane factory. So it's kind of sort of like roadworks going on right outside the police station. I bet they're happy about that. A lot of billboards around advertising the Jacto equipment. Does look very nice equipment as well. So just in here, got our animal dealer, like so. Obviously we don't have any animals at the moment. There is a nice sort of lake area again over the back there. Nice little touch. Now I'm going to save going all the way out and round, because we are going to literally come back down onto this track to our next port of call. Which is just in here. This is a pretty cool area. There was one thing I was a little bit, well, not baffled about, but couldn't understand why there was two of them. But we have the debris crusher there. I like this idea. So you're bringing your stones here to sell, and it's like they're sort of recycling them, and then you can also come back here and buy lime from them. But what I couldn't really understand is there are actually two lime buy points. So there's one here and then one again right in front of you. Whether they are going to compete with the price with each other, I'm guessing that might happen, but I don't think... where are we? I've gone past it, haven't I? Yeah, right near it. Yeah, 179. I don't think the prices fluctuate. I could be wrong. I can't remember now. It's been a while. We'll just head to the entrance here, and I'll quickly show you again where we've been. That will help me get my bearings. So yeah, we came out of the sawmill down this main road, checked these out, cooperative and the grain storage. That was one, wasn't it? Came up past the police station, down this way, animal dealer, around there, up through there, and we are now here. We're going to carry on up. We'll come back to that one. We'll go left and we're taking this. That is the Bell store, and we've got a gas station there. So pretty cool. We are almost done. There's some cool features on here though. The electricity pylons look very, very smart. I like the way the roads have been done as well, with the yellow lines. Like I say, with all this scuffed dirt across the road where it's indicating traffic's been going in and out across the tracks. Very smart indeed. So left here, we will go in this side again because that seems to be the norm. Very big area again. A little bit of a shame that you can't go in these buildings, but this is like a bow sell point, so just here. This actually is called a Bell store. And then just across the road we do have the fuel station. Do have the prices up there, look. That's, I have no idea what sort of price that is, but we can fill up there, look. $2 that cost us. So back out and down this road, which is the way we come. We'll get over the road there. Next up, we're going in there on the right hand side, and this is the last of the grain storage. This is grain storage 2. So again, nice looking buildings on here, like really good noises. So just up in there is your sale point. Yeah, really cool sound effects on some of these sale points. So back out and along this road. Do love the smoke coming out of the chimney over there. That is the sugar cane mill where we will be going in a second. Right up in this corner is the dairy, which again you can buy as a production point. Before we go there though, I'm just going to show you because we're getting near the edge of the map, but I like the way the road disappears off. It looks like it just carries on and on, but we're literally right on the edge of the map here. So that's been done nicely. Just skid across someone's field, that'll be fine. And then up in here we've got the dairy, so you'd bring your milk here to sell, and then if you're using it as a production point, you get your pallets just there. And this again, 600 grand for that. So like I said, very pricey. We've got one more place left to check out, guys, and that is the sugarcane processing factory is the correct term for it. So as you can see, this is where all the sugarcane fields are, in amongst this area. We do have some different stages of growth for them, which is pretty cool. Obviously you can buy them as fields if you want. Trucks here, look, as well, nice big open areas. Like I say, this was very expensive, wasn't it, to buy this area. So again, we could drive up through here. We will swing a right here though, and then swing a left. We've got piles of sugarcane over the back, very nice area. And then just here is your sale point for sugarcane, which is quite nice, I like that. And then over the back, this here is called slurry tanks. That's where you can buy slurry from. So I'm guessing over the back we've got 2 slurry pits, look, going across, which again, nice little touch. That has been done very well. Look at the steam and smoke, absolutely quality. Yeah, and that's it, guys. So where did we come out from? The animal dealer, I think. We cut through there, we went into this area, all the way up across, did this area with the Bell sale point, I'm forgetting where we've been now, gas station, into the grain storage, all the way up here, did the dairy, and then we're down now in here, and that is it. That is the map, guys. That was Recanto da Alvorada map by Connect Modding Group. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. Very cool map. Be cool to get coffee going. Don't forget you need that harvester though. But if you have enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.